everybody.
Hello, everyone. It's Kelly and Denise. Good to see you.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you too, Kelly, as always.
Thank you. So, y'all, I know most of you are going to be catching this in the replay because we did not announce anything. Denise and I have been having talks about just changing everything about the show and having Denise and I together every week. And so we just decided we're going to do it this week. So we
Okay.
are here. We've got a few things we want to talk about. We want to talk about our direction for this little slice of time during the week. Every week, we want to introduce ourselves. And then we want to ask for your help in naming our show.
Yeah. Let's talk about what our goals are so they can get their creative juices flowing. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So let's start off first by introducing ourselves.
Okay.
So, if you don't know me, I am Kelly Coulter. I have the Grow Your Business for Fitness Instructors, Trainers, and Coaches group on Facebook. That's an 8,500 person group that has all fitness professionals, wellness professionals, anybody who works with people to improve their health. I put them in the group and they learn how to make money as a coach there. So that's what I do. I'm a coach that helps fitness instructors, personal trainers, wellness instructors, nutritionists, dietitians, energy healers.
Great. That's
The
awesome.
range of clients is getting crazy. I hear some of the
Mm.
best stuff that people are working on with their clients to improve health outcomes. So it's really
Wow.
fun. Um, the other thing I
Yeah.
can tell you guys about me, I've been in the fitness industry since 1994. I started with teaching step aerobics back in
Nice.
the day, 32 count, and I've taught kickboxing. Now, these days, I just teach a lot of yoga and cycle. And yeah, and I've got 20 years in the marketing industry as well. So that's how I became a coach for fitness instructors and personal trainers.
I taught step also.
You and I have a lot of over-crossing
Yes, we
intersection. We're
do.
also
But
both DJs.
I'm a little smidge older than you. So I taught high, low impact. I taught just straight up high impact aerobics first. But go ahead, finish with your introduction. What was
That
that?
is my introduction.
I
I
wanted to
love
interject.
thinking about high-low from back in the day because,
Oh
like,
boy, it was fun.
I think I've told this story in the past, but as my kids were growing up when they were little, I remember like looking at them and they'd be like on the floor, like, mommy, pick me up. And I'd just be looking at them like my knees are gonna hurt so bad when I pick up this child. Like that is seriously one of my core memories about my kids being
Oh
little
my God,
because of
that's
step
funny.
aerobics and high-low.
That is cute. That's very cute. That's very cute. Well, I'm Denise Imbesi. I don't say my last name often because it's difficult to pronounce. So we just go with just Denise. But I I founded Muscle Mix Music back in 1988, many moons ago, and now I created a new brand called Vibes Music, and it's an app for the fitness industry. So we love helping fitness instructors and gyms, both for their in-person classes as well as the music for their on-demand classes. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. How about that?
I love it. I love it. Okay, yeah, we'll keep that part short and sweet because I know what people really want to hear about is kind of our goals for the show this year and
Yeah.
what we're moving toward. So we were talking about this before we jumped on live, and I think we can just kind of continue the discussion.
Yeah.
So Denise, I'll ask you first.
Okay.
What do you want to accomplish by coming on live every week and being in front of our community?
Well, my overarching goal for this year is to bring Vibes music to the fitness masses.
Mhm.
Um, we want to become the TikTok of fitness. What I mean by that is, as easy as it is to create a TikTok video and pick basically any song you want, We want to create that same ease and affordability for the fitness industry to be able to use any song they want, the real song by the original artist, for
Mhm.
all their videos. And that's my goal. And mostly for their fitness on demand, fitness live streaming, make it super simple. We're already, halfway there because we have a license with Universal Music, which is amazing. It's just now getting it out there. So what I wanted to accomplish in these meetings, so that's the overarching goal. But I think in the show, I think it's really important to talk about, I think, instructors, and I'd like to hear what people want to hear. But I think
Yes.
what they want to hear about is
Yeah, you guys
music and
comment.
what's
If you're watching live
right.
or in the replay, comment. We want to
Yes.
hear what you want from us this year.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm going to start out by talking a lot about music, songs, artists, Taylor Swift.
I love that. Like, I think if we can come on every week and talk about like what's happening, like what's trending, what you should be using in your classes, what's popular, all of that is such a service. People need that because they don't want to have to figure it out on their own. It's one thing when you hear a song and you know you want to use that in class,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's another to have to do it every single week. So I feel like the more that we can do to be in
for
community with
sure.
all of the people that watch, they can be telling us what they want, what kind of playlists they want, what kind of songs they're looking for. And then we can be telling them what people are using.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm excited about that aspect of the show for
And how
sure.
about you? What's your goal for the show?
So my goal, so many of you guys know I come on live every week, and I for a long time through COVID all the way up to probably mid last year, it was like a business lesson, and I would be talking about like email list building and social media content and blah 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 blah, and it just started to feel like, first of all, I got tired of the sound of my own voice.
Yeah, I understand that.
Totally tired of the sound of my own voice. Um, and it just started to feel like not useful anymore. There's so much out there. It's like you can go on YouTube and you can find anybody telling you like, how to create an email list or
Yeah,
how to plan out your social media. And I provide trainings on all of that kind of stuff. I was just I don't want to be the person that's adding to the shoulds list. And I feel like when you're putting
okay.
that free training out there every week to people who like aren't committed yet to the business building, they're kind of just thinking about it. Now they just leave with this like, oh, I should do these two things that Kelly talked about. And then they
Mm,
go and they listen to like Shailene Johnson and they get another two things on their
yeah,
should list. And then they go listen to Brock and they get another two things on their should list. And then it's just like
gotcha.
stress. So
Right.
I
No,
started
that
to
is
feel like,
true.
yeah, I
Yeah.
started to feel like I was just adding to this big problem of shiny object syndrome. And I don't want to be part of the problem.
Which
So
reminds
I
me, I
want to
should drink. I
have
should drink
fun.
water. Excuse me.
Do it. I want to have fun with you. And then I want to bring on fun people and let's have conversations with them. Let's find out like what people are doing in the industry, what's coming up,
Yes.
what's working for people. Next week, we've got Fit Bodies coming on. They're going to be talking about their new
Right.
retreat leader certification. That's the kind of conversations that I want to be having. So I'm
Okay.
really excited about doing more of that.
Uh-oh, my camera's moving around. So sorry. I'm still a novice compared to the
You got a
legendary
thumbs up
Kelly
on that.
Culture. Yeah, I'm sort of a novice. The legendary Kelly Culture has the perfect makeup, the perfect hair, the perfect lighting.
Oh
I'm
my,
still not. I'm still new at all this.
wait.
Wait, what's that? Oh,
No,
stop. Okay,
stop.
keep
Keep
it coming.
going.
Keep going. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. But
Stop.
yeah. So I want to jump in. Can I just jump in on a comment?
Do it.
I'm gonna appear ignorant, but have you heard of somatic workouts? I know it's off our agenda, but I've been seeing that word a lot, and it just came out of a meeting I was just in with someone. Do you know what that is? Because
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
I've done a somatic, I believe it was a somatic breathing session where you do this like crazy breathing and it takes you into like almost a trance.
So do we know what the word somatic means? Because I have
I
no
think
idea.
okay, you guys tell me if I'm wrong. I think
Go
somatic
ahead.
refers to like holistic or entire body.
I see. Okay. We got to look
So,
that up.
what was the context that you were referring to?
No, someone was telling me that I asked them what their format is, the format of their class, and they
Uh-huh.
said it's a somatic workout, and I went, okay, I don't know what that is, but
Okay, so maybe
maybe
we have
you're right.
homework. We gotta
I
figure
think,
this out and get somebody on the show to talk about it.
yeah, we do. Anyway, I
Okay,
totally
if
went off
you are
agenda, but I was
involved in
just
so many,
thinking.
you go. You go.
No, I said I was just off agenda. I was just thinking about that, and I think it'd be interesting to find out what that is because I think it's going to be a hot, like the word longevity is a word that everybody's using right now. Anything to do with mindfulness is very hot, but somatic, that's new to me. So I don't know. I guess I'm missing out on something.
I love it. Okay, so we'll get somebody on to talk about that soon.
Okay. All right. Didn't mean to
Okay.
jump off your agenda.
I have got such a strict agenda and we are following it, darn it. That is it.
Please. Yes, please.
The next thing I have on the agenda, we talked about our show, our goals for the show this year. We would love to hear your feedback on that. I'd love to talk about what is trending in music right now. And we wrote down a few things just right before the show.
Well, we can't help but okay, we have to talk about Taylor Swift just real quickly. I'm a Swiftie. I'm a new Swiftie. As of 2023, after I saw her in concert, I am now in love. But with her music, with her as a person, with her as an inspirational speaker, she's just amazing. But
Wait, she does inspirational speaking? For real?
well, no, but I think her show, seriously, her concert is like going to a Tony Robbins concert. You walk out of there on such a high by the way it's transformative, the music, what she says. It's just amazing. So I look at her as she's very inspirational to women, especially young girls and stuff like that.
I love it.
So the only thing there is to say about Taylor Swift right now is that she's been re-releasing, you all know, her albums, and so that she can own the master on it, and we can have a whole conversation about what that means another time.
Oh my gosh, I
But
think we should. I think we should
yeah,
totally dig because
it's
I think
interesting.
that that would be a whole lesson in music licensing too,
Yeah,
which we
it's
all need to know
fascinating.
about.
It's fascinating. But I don't know anything about football, American football, but I do know this that there's one more game that the Chiefs have to play. And if they win it, then they will be at the Super Bowl, which means her boyfriend will be in the Super Bowl, which means Taylor Swift will be in the stands, hopefully.
Um,
You get all that?
I think they need to just go ahead and kick Usher out and let her do the halftime show.
I think so. I heard
Do
that
you
they
think she'll
asked her
make
if
her
you
way
come
into
to
the
town.
halftime show?
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't
You
know
know
either.
what?
That
That's a good
just occurred
point.
to me.
You know what? If she showed up, how could she just sit in the stands? You're right. I didn't think of that. Well, we shall see. They've got to beat this team this week, so we'll see.
This
Okay.
team, yay sports.
Yes. I don't know this team. Football. You know that ball that looks like this. Anyway. Okay, so what's trending in music I find is really interesting right now. There are two songs from the 2000s that are trending on TikTok, and TikTok kind of is like the radio station of 2020, the 2020s, because it's where music is introduced. So
Okay,
these are
so
like reintroductions.
if
Yeah.
TikTok's the radio station and like the Billboard music charts, like that's how you're getting your information on what's popular.
Mhm.
Who's Dick Clark? Who's the Dick Clark of TikTok?
There really isn't a Dick Clark. Maybe it's Christine Conti, or maybe
Oh
it
my
should be. I just said that because I saw her name show
I
up.
know, I see her too. Hello,
Um,
hello.
no, I think that so this one song called Murder on the Dance Floor, it's such a fun song. It's by a Brit called Sophie Ellis Benton Baxter, sorry. It
Oh,
came out
so
in
the one that you sent
2001.
me, the one that I
Yeah.
watched on YouTube, that was not a remake. That's the original song.
Oh, 2001. So it's not, it's 22 years old. I guess that's pretty old. Came
Okay.
out in 2001. She's from England. When she says dance floor, she says dance floor. It's really cute.
She does.
But the
She
reason why the
says
song is
GD in a big British accent.
she does? I didn't even notice that. That's so oh, you're right. You're right.
That
Yeah,
is
you're right.
so funny. Because I
That's so
cannot believe that song is that old and it has that word in I mean, music lyrics
I
have
didn't
always been
even notice it. I didn't even notice it. Oh well. But I'm
okay.
not now I'm thinking of it. Yeah, it's in the chorus. But anyway, the reason why that song is hot is because it's on a movie called Saltburn. Very popular, big movie right now.
Oh. Okay, have you
Yeah.
watched that movie?
No, because it's a little too disturbing, I think, for me. I don't know. The trailer looks a little disturbing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
If anybody watches it, let me know. I'd be interested. So that song is hot on TikTok and everywhere. It just blew up. It's a great song for fitness because it's dance floor. It's talking about the DJ. It's upbeat. I don't know the beats per
it's
minute.
got
I
that.
should have known. It's got the clap. Yes, it's got that. Another song that's big, but I don't know if it'll be good for fitness is Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. Do you remember that song? I can't sing, so
Yes.
I'm not even going to sing it. But that's
Just
huge.
so
That's from 2004.
unwritten.
There you go. There you go. We do have a version on Vibes. We actually have both those songs on the Vibes app.
I
So,
love it.
and anything by Taylor Swift. That's basically it.
Anything by Taylor Swift. And
Yeah.
there's
No, there's
but
some other big artists out there too, Jack Harlow and other people, but those are the ones that are that I'm just using as the standouts
I love
for
it.
this conversation. Yeah.
I've seen you talk about Unwritten in Vibes Fitness Music Lounge too.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
must be a song for you.
Well, no, it's just it's so fascinating that an old song like that, 17 years later, comes back. Somebody found it somewhere in the vaults, as they say, in the archives, put it on TikTok, and it blew up.
Well, that's like, there's so many songs like that right now. I feel like you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but the young kids are listening to 90s music.
Absolutely. No, you're right. You're
I just watched the
absolutely right.
Barbie movie with my daughter, and
Oh my
what
God.
was the
So
song
fun.
in there that he's got the guitar and he's like, I'm going to stare uncomfortably into your eyes for 4 minutes, and he's playing the
Oh
song.
my God. It's such a
He's,
good movie.
I
Yeah.
want to push you around.
Yeah.
I
Oh, I
will.
will. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh
That's
my God.
90s. That is like hardcore 90s.
Now, I don't know about your daughter, but my daughter, who's 17, is saying that they're a little bummed that they can't. Number one, this is what she's telling me, and her friends are telling me, that they're bummed that they can't have a physical product that they can hold in their hands of the album and read the credits and like really, really enjoy the artist and stuff like the vinyl or the. That's number one. Number two, they're a little disappointed by the, at least my kid and her friends, by the vulgar in a lot of the songs today. She's a little disappointed by that. They don't really like
That's
it.
really interesting. I've always felt that way when I was young in the 90s and 2000s, and I would listen to the radio. I would be like, why do they have to just talk about it was like drinking and sex. It was like it, and then the insinuations, and these days they're even worse, but
Yeah,
the the
yeah,
the things that they were insinuating like
yeah,
sex acts, and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
really,
I
really
mean, I don't want
gross.
to sound. I mean, we don't want to sound like grandmas, but um,
I could be a grandma.
okay. So look, Nancy says her nieces are listening to the tunes from 80s and 90s. It's hot. It's
They're like
hot.
a
It's
little
back.
bit more
All right.
fun
Somebody
and
wrote something
upbeat.
about somatic stretching. We should look that up, huh?
Ooh, love it.
That's
Love
pretty
it. Thank you
cool.
for the
I
link.
like it. Yeah. Thank you for the link. We'll have to check that out. All right, what else you got? That's all I have on the music front. Now I do feel like Dick Clark, and that's all I have on the music front.
Well,
Now
I
over to
do have
you,
one other
Kelly.
thing on the agenda because I want you to tell us about the playlists within the Vibes Music app. So, you
Oh,
guys, just for the uninitiated, whoever doesn't know, Vibes Music app is specifically for the fitness industry, and it's
Yeah.
popular music by the original artists as well as all the royalty-free stuff from Muscle Mixes. And so we've got people in there constantly making new playlists. If that's something that interests you, send me a direct message. I can get you an affiliate link so that you can actually make money from making playlists
Yeah.
inside the app. Tell us about the newest playlists and what's popular inside the playlists right
Yeah,
now.
no, we find, it's interesting. I keep hearing from fitness instructors that they really want to be fed a playlist as a starting point, as opposed
I've
to
been
just going in.
surprised about that as
Isn't
well.
that interesting? I'm so shocked by that.
We
They
thought
need a
that
place to
they would,
start.
like, go in and play DJ, and they
Exactly, and they
they
don't
really
really
don't wanna.
want to. No, they want a starting point. That's what I've been finding. Well, you know that. You've been hearing that too. So we started coming up with every month, we put out about 12 new curated playlists. We have some 70s and 80s ones we just put out recently. We just started this trend called Around the World because we've been hearing a lot of requests for music from different countries. So we have Afrobeat, we have Latin, we have Brazil, we have Indian playlists. We also have all the newest. We have almost 2 million songs now on the Vibes Music app. It's crazy. So every month, what we do, what our team of experts do, sounds like we've got a whole team. It was really only 2 people. But what they do is they take all the songs that come in every Friday, New Music Fridays, and they cull it down to like the top best ones. And we create playlists called January's top hits, February's top hits, that kind of stuff. So everything that's
Oh, that is
trending
good
that month.
stuff.
Yeah. So we do that. We have a lot of playlists. Really play around, you guys. Enjoy what's in there because there's a lot of really cool, interesting, and we're expanding. And we'd love to hear input, but
Mhm.
we're expanding on creating anything and everything that's diverse. That's country music is big, so look for that. We're going to be putting out a whole line of country playlists. But anyway, so that's what's happening.
I love it, I love it. You got the Fit for Moms playlists in there now. You've got
We
the,
have just. hmm
there's a Mazingi playlist in there?
Yeah, we have different partners that we work with. Masingi and Fit for Mom are the two that we're featuring this month on the homepage. Masingi is all Afrobeat music and movements using that music.
Mhm.
Well, she's going to come out. She came out last week and did a class here in the lounge. But I want her to come back and do it again. We'll
Yeah, yeah.
rewear it and stuff like that. Yeah.
And because we're live in a lot of different channels, I'll just clarify when she says the lounge, she's talking about the Vibes
Oh,
Fitness Music Lounge. That's a Facebook group and it's all about fitness music. And Ingrid from Mazingi, which is an Afrobeats format, came in and did a sampler class last week
that's
and
right.
was very
Yeah, and
cool.
people seem to
Really, really
really like that. Yeah,
yeah.
they really liked it. We had a lot of good feedback.
And we'll have her on the show soon.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's do that.
Okay,
So what
so
about you?
last thing we need to talk about is if you have suggestions for what we should name this new show, it's going to be Denise and me and guests every week. Almost every week, we'll probably have guests. Next week, we're going to have Fit Bodies here, and they're going to be talking about their new retreat leader certification. So come and
Oh,
listen in on that because that is going to be huge, and a lot of people have been asking for that. So it's
oh,
going to be
can't wait to
super
hear
fun.
about it. Awesome.
Everybody wants to lead a retreat.
I don't want to lead one. I want to attend one.
I want a little bit of both.
Oh, you do? You do want to lead one?
Yeah, I love going to a
Really?
retreat and I would love to lead one, but it is a super scary proposition for sure. I think they're going to tell us how to make it less scary and
Tell
stressful.
me what lead a retreat means. Tell me what that means.
So, like, if you and I were going to lead a retreat, that would be like we would decide where it's going to be and
Mm.
what we want people to do, what we want people to accomplish during that retreat, like how we want them to feel when they leave, and
So we would put the whole thing on, in other words. Is that what that
and then
means?
we would
Okay.
get the venue and we would invite our audience,
hmm
like we'd be talking about it here on the show and in other places,
Cool.
and then we would get people committed to come and we would all go the same week and do our thing, and
I
come
see.
back
Okay,
super
gotcha.
refreshed and educated, maybe getting
Wow.
things done. I've seen people do content retreats where you go and you do all your social media content like from from a
Oh.
chair at the pool in your in your
Uh-oh.
resort.
My camera
You've
just got
done to yourself.
unplugged. I apologize.
Okay,
Hang
so if
on.
you guys have
Oh
suggestions
boy.
for naming the show, we would love to hear. The last thing that I want to tell you guys about, what have you done to yourself there?
I'm back. I'm back.
You're back. Um,
Yeah.
the registration for my next free 3-day training, where I will talk about all of the business building stuff, is open, and you can see that link at the bottom of the screen under me. It's
Oh,
learn.fitprosconnect.com/mmb. Everybody that's watching this, please go register for that 3-day training. It's going to be the first full week in February, and I'll be live all 3 days plus some bonus content. You have an opportunity to get live laser coaching with me, so you can take that program that you plan out during those 3 days, and you can get actual live feedback and coaching on that from me at the end of the experience. Yeah, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. Those 3-day trainings are transformative. I have had
nice.
people walk away from a free 3-day training with me and actually start their business, make $5,000, make $10,000.
Awesome.
Crazy the things that people can do just with that information, even without
Oh
going
yeah.
any further with it.
I'm not surprised. That's awesome. Well, this
Yeah,
was
and tell
great,
us what you
Kelly.
have.
What's that?
Tell us
What'd you
what you
say?
have. You got anything to
Oh,
hog?
what I have is if you're interested in trying out the Vibes Music app, go to
Yes.
vibesmusicapp.com. Check it out. We have a monthly, quarterly, or yearly option, and it's great. Unlimited music, play DJ, change the beats per minute. 1.8 million songs. It's crazy, crazy.
Love it. And all
Yeah,
those links will
fun.
be in the show notes.
Yes,
Okay, you
they
guys,
will. Bye, everyone.
we will see you next week.
See you next week. Thank you.